Hello everybody and welcome back to a new rebuild, and we will be doing Olympique de Marseille. We're going to try and win the league. We're going to try and nick it off PSG, and also we're going to try and get Marseille into Europe once again. I'm not sure what their European exploits have been like, but the last won it in 1993 and the last league win is in 2010. They were quite successful in the 1990s, the 70s. Let's have a look at their competition-wise. How well have they done in Europe? I'm not quite sure what we're looking at here. So the Champions Cup 1993, the win, runners-up in 91. Europa League or Europe 1999, 2004, 2018. I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that. So they have been in Europe, but they haven't won it for quite a while. But the Europa League 2018, the runners-up, sorry, they haven't won it. In the Europa League, I'm guessing that is 99, 2004 and 2018 runners-up. So they haven't actually won it either. So they've only had one European trophy. We're going to try and change that. So have a look at the squad then. I mean, they've got quite a big squad once more. And looking at ability-wise, they look pretty decent. So some of the best players that they got then. So it looks like the ones in light blue are the ones that they have got on loan. So Milik, striker. He looks pretty decent actually. 17 finishing. Wow. That's amazing. And 9 goals in 15 for Marseille already. 38 in 93 for Napoli. It's quite decent. I mean, that's a good start. That is a very good start for somebody on loan. I don't know how much it's going to cost us to get it in total, but I wonder if there's a deal or something that can be done. There's midfielder, Rongier. He looks pretty good as well. 26 years old, so that's pretty much the age that we want our players at. See, he looks pretty decent as well. 49 games or appearances for Marseille there. Lopez, goalkeeper on loan. Again, another goalkeeper. 26 years old. I wonder if we can have him on a permanent basis as well, but he looks pretty decent. Boubacar Kamara as well in the DM role actually. So maybe already thinking of a 4-1-2 or a 4-3-3 defensive with wingers maybe, I'm thinking already. But he looks quite decent. Not sure what he's like in midfield. Defence-wise, could do a job. But yeah, not too bad. 21 years old though, so if we manage to hang on to him, that'd be quite decent. Guendouzi from Arsenal, midfield. Okay, set there. 22 years old as well. How much is he worth? 7 to 10 million pound. That could be something that could be made a permanent deal. Samuel Guigo on loan, 27 years old. Why is he on loan? Why have they sent him out on loan? Jurgensen, another midfielder, quite a lot of money as well. I wonder if we can have him. I mean, then again, a cam roll, or do we go defensive? I'm wondering whether to go more aggressive as opposed to more conservative. I'm wondering, but again, 24 years old, somebody we can possibly use. Dimitri Payet, 34. Crack, is he still going? I mean, he looks pretty solid still. At 34 years old, my God. 30 goals in 132 appearances. He's had 2 spells. 2 spells with Marseille. Very nice. Mandanda, the goalkeeper as well. I mean, it's going to be face-off between him and Lopez. But I'm wondering whether Lopez is going to replace him at some point. Kolasinac as well, left back. 28 years old now, though, I have to say. But again, very, very solid. Another one on loan here. Left midfielder. Okay, Amin Harit. Okay, looks okay. Any other players that you can have a look at? Another 23-year-old here. On the right-hand side this time, looks pretty decent and very quick. Fuente as well. I mean, they've got some decent players, haven't they? 19 years old. He'll be challenging Payet, I think, on that left-hand side. Leola. Again, on the right-hand side. Very decent. It's nice to have people at the back that are quick. Alvaro. Right back. 31 years old. Got a couple of years left on his contract. Oh, Saliba as well. Centre-back from Arsenal. Nice. Okay. Again, 20 years old. Something. I don't know whether we have a deal to buy him on permanent basis after the loan deal. Papagaye as well in the middle. Bakambu as well, another 30-year-old. They have got a lot of aging players, though, I have to say. Another defender. Deju Kaletakar, 24 years old, 6'4", jumping, heading, perfect, and he can run it. That's perfect. That's, yeah, you know what I'm like for central defenders who can header and jump at the same time. We all need one of those. Another defender. I mean, they've got some decent defenders as well. Luan Perez as well. Lovely stuff. 26 years old. Belerde as well at the back. 6'2", 22 years old. Okay, now we're talking with some younger players in. We're building future, aren't we? Bamba Dieng as well. Lovely. Let's have a look at what's in our youth setup then. So the Marseille second team then. Let's have a quick look. Luis Enrique, winger. I mean, 19 years old. Looks pretty good. I mean, is it somebody we could let go on loan? Get back for next season, possibly. Ugo Batelli. Again, not bad, actually. Let some of these go out on loan, I think. What about the under-19s? Potential-wise, wow, there's got a couple of here. Salomon. Okay, there is potential. There is 16 years old. Okay, let's have a look at the club vision then, see where they're wanting at this particular group of players. And play attacking football. 9 players under the age of 23, so that's going to be quite difficult as well. End of the current season, qualify for Europe, reach the first knockout round in Europe, and get the semi-final in the cup. They want us to qualify for Champions League eventually. I mean, that is something that we do want to do ourselves as well. Financially then, what have we got to help us? We've got £12 million. We're slightly over on wage budget, so maybe we need to offload a couple of players, possibly. We'll see. We'll see where we need strengthening up. We'll have a look at the window, see what we've done, and then we'll come back and have a look exactly what we're going to do before we simulate our first season. Just the one signing. We've brought in Caligari. He's a right back, and that's the only signing we've made. It was quite unbelievable, really. We had a chance of signing a couple of strikers as well, but there just wasn't enough money in the wage budget. We'd already gone over, and trying to release anybody as well, it wasn't really an option. Caligari, he looks pretty decent. Right back, there wasn't really much option out there. Physicals and mentals look really good. And he's only 19 years old. I think one for the future as well. I think as long as he carries on improving. £11 million spent from FLU in Brazil. Yeah, the best of the rest, or best of what was available. There wasn't anywhere that we could really improve, but we were kind of short on the right back options. And we decided to bring this guy in. But he looks okay. Hopefully he's going to do a job for us. But overall, £53 million spent. I'd like to know where they have spent it, though. £17 million on Gerson. Okay, that probably explains a lot. Belerde as well from Dortmund. They got Fuente. Perez as well. £11 million on Larola. And a couple of freebies. And then obviously our £11 million signing. But out the door, again, we didn't release anybody. A couple of people went on loan. In fact, only one person went out on loan. That was it. Virtually everybody else has gone. So it kind of left our squad looking very, very thin. But if we have a look at how we're going to be playing this system, we are going to be playing this DM role. I'm not struck on it just yet. Done as good so far, but we'll see how it goes for this season. I'm more tempted to go more attacking. That's probably what they really want to play, attacking football. So maybe I shouldn't hold off on here. But Kamara, he's a DM. He's phenomenal. So why would you not use him? So we're going to put Lopez at the back instead of Mandanda. We've got Belerde, Caleta Carr, Kamara, Gerson. We've got Under on the right hand side. And that is about it. We're going to play an inside forward, an inside inverted winger. We're playing a advanced forward, a DLP with a BBM and a DM. With 2 wing backs and 2 central defenders. I mean, it looks pretty solid. We have got Guendouzi as well. And just incidentally, some of these players that we have got here on loan. So next season, Lopez is joining us permanently. £10 million it's costing. Elmaz as well. I'm sure he's going to go down to the under 18s, 19s. Guendouzi is joining us on the 1st of July. So that's going to be quite decent. And Under as well. So 3 players really I wouldn't mind keeping at the club, and they are staying with us. So far, it's not been too bad. We've not conceded many goals, which is probably the ploy of this formation. But it's not been emphatic, to say the least. We had a good 4-1 win over AZ, though. That was quite a decent one. We start the campaign with a 1-0 win over Montpellier, or 2-0, sorry, against Montpellier. Bordeaux 1-0, a 2-0 away win at Nice, can't get my words out, and Saint Etienne 1-0. So we haven't been really impressive at home, but again, no goals conceded, which is that's impressive alone as it is. Looking at where we are in the Europa League, we've got BRG, Slovan Bratislava and Rapid Vienna as well. And in the French Cup, they want us to reach the semi-final. And as you can see, third in the table. 4 from 4. That's impressive. I'm liking that. We've only scored 6 goals, though, non-conceded. So I really do think we do have to go attacking at some point. But we'll see how this formation goes. Hopefully, it might be okay. We'll see. And then next season, we'll start pushing as the players start getting used to each other. And it's really a try and error this season, I think. So we're going to play the DM role. It's working so far. No goals conceded. Be interesting to see where we do finish off. So in the table then, if we just have a look where we are predicted. We are predicted to finish 4th, though, behind Lyon, Monaco and PSG. Monaco, that's quite surprising, actually. I expected Lille up there somewhere. But yeah, I'm happy with that. As long as we can do that, we need to get some silverware. It's a 5-year rebuild. Let's hopefully we can go and do some damage. So let's simulate and we'll be back after season 1. Right then, not a bad season then as it goes. 73 points and we finish in 3rd position. 4 points ahead of Strasbourg, Nice and Lyon. That's not bad. And Lille are further behind as well. So only Monaco and PSG are above us. I'm pretty happy with that, I think. We do have a lot of draws though. Same with Lyon. I think that's really hampered us. But 21 wins, 7 losses, 62 goals, but only conceded 34. That's pretty cool as well. So maybe that has something to do with that formation. I don't know. I don't know how attacking that would affect. But yeah, that's not too bad at all. Let's have a look at some of these other stats then. So goals-wise, Milik, 27 goals, 2nd leading goal scorer behind Icardi. Chances created under as well. We're glad we're bringing him in. And he got most assists with 15 also. Interceptions, 137 by Belodi as well. That's pretty good. Some of our youngsters doing really, really well. Let's have a look at the other competitions then. So the Europa League, we got knocked out by Ajax in the quarter-finals, which was eventually won by Real Madrid. The French Cup, we get knocked out in the 10th round by Lyon, which was eventually won by PSG. So they do the domestic double. Let's have a look at some of the results then. Let's start from the very, very top. So there's our unbeaten run. So we lose our first against BRG, but we carry on an unbeaten run in the league, which is quite good. Again, not many goals scored. Rennes 4-2 there. We don't concede many goals at all. We lose our first game against Lorient 2-0 at home. That's disappointing. Big scores there. So a 4-0 win. That's Bratislava. We'll have a look at the group in just a second. In fact, we'll go now. We do finish top of that group. 1 loss in that. Who did we lose to? BRG 3-0. We lose 3-2 overall. Oh, that's unfortunate. We had a 1-0 win at home, but 3-2 overall. Liverpool 7-3 against Hispalis. Who got to the final? Liverpool and Real Madrid, as you probably would have expected. Come a little bit of a stumbling block here in November, December, with quite a few losses accumulating here, like the 1-0 against Strasbourg, Brest 1-0, but we beat Rennes 5-1 there. That's a big. How did we do against PSG? Oh, a 2-2 draw there against PSG. 2 goals in the same minute. Neymar scoring both of them. So we went ahead. Don't know who went ahead twice. We may have gone ahead twice in that one. No, we did in the second game. We lose 3-0 there, and then we start a little mini revival in the league. Concentrate on the league there. That's not bad. Did we play PSG anywhere near there? No. No, not at all. Oh, there we go. We lose 1-0 away from home. That's pretty decent. I can't complain. We do stumble right at the very end there. So a couple of wins on the bounce. PSG losing there. And yeah, 2 draws, Lorient, Rennes. And then losing to Strasbourg 4-3. What happened here? We try and get back into the game. Looks like it was already lost. Actually, they're 3-3. 4-2. I don't know. It's It's pretty decent. It's not a bad first attempt this season. Let's have a quick look at the squad then, see how well they all did. I'm assuming some of these players are going to go, and hopefully we'll try and sign. Is it out on his way? It looks like Kamara is going to join Bayern Munich on the 1st of July. He wouldn't sign a new contract, so we do lose him. So maybe that might pave the way for us going more attacking, or do we hang fire and stay in this formation, which seems to have done quite a few wonders for us. Just need probably more attacking players and more prolific goal scorers maybe. Anyway, goals. Actually, may not need another prolific goal scorer. Milik. Is he? He's coming to us on the 30th of June. Okay, so he'll be already with us at the end of the month. Okay, I don't think we need a striker. That's pretty decent. 38 goals at this season. Wow. Under as well. He's coming to us. 11 goals, 20 assists. Oh my God. Yeah, definitely hanging on to him. Payet, 11 and 11. 35 years old now. We do need to sort something out there. Bakambu as well. 7 and 4. The 31-year-old. I mean, it's pretty decent. Not many goals all around though, but Milik getting a majority of them. So that's quite a lot. Assist-wise, under 20. I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, the guy is really, really good. I mean, some of these players I would never think of until I do these rebuilds. I think, you know what? He looks pretty decent. 24 years old as well. Finances, what they're going to get. I'm hoping they're going to give us a little bit more than that. Because if that's all we've got, we are in trouble. We are literally going to have to sell and buy, aren't we? That is atrocious. I'm not going to lie. Maybe we might do something with the wages, reduce the wages down a bit. But you know what? I'm going to ask the board, see what we can do. Finance, increase transfer budget, please. I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? Let's move into the transfers. Let's show you what we've done then. Right then, if we just have a quick look at the transfers, we didn't really make any transfers at all, apart from the ones that were already coming in from last season. So the guys that were out on loan to us are now our permanent fixture. So he's coming in from Roma, 7.25 million. We know what he's about. He had a really, really good season last season. 15 assists already. He's off the mark this season. So and a lot better rating as well. So hopefully now being permanent, he's going to be even better. Milik, we all know about Milik. He's just scored all our goals last season. He's on the ball already this season. 11 goals in 5 games, 27 and 33 last season, 38 and 43. Amazing stuff. I mean, the guy just cannot stop scoring. So hopefully he's going to continue that. And again, once again, a permanent fixture. I mean, look at them stats. Absolutely brilliant. Elmaz, he comes in on a free. I think he's going to under our second team, just for the youngsters. Again, another one I think that's going to our second team. Under 19s, actually. I don't know if he's that good enough or not. Lopez, the goalkeeper. Again, he had a really good season last season. He's here on a permanent fixture also. 10.25 million. He conceded 33 and 36, so it wasn't too bad, actually. He's off to a good start already this season, so hopefully he'll improve. Guendouzi as well from Arsenal. He didn't have too bad a season last season, but this season already he's surpassed that, and he's just going to improve. I think making him permanent deals does make him a little bit better. And then we did sign one player, Klaassen. We needed a goalkeeper, needed a backup goalkeeper. He was probably what was available at the time. Cheap. We didn't have no budget at all. We were overspending on wages, and he is just a backup, just 220,000. Yeah, that's all it is. We didn't have any money to spend. So, but saying that, we did spend 34 million. That's just on the loans that were in from the previous season. Out of the window, go. Is anybody there? I mean, not really. Almaz has gone back out on loan. He's gone to Cholet. I think that's about it, you know. I think that is about it. There's not much happening in the transfer. Did we release any? No. I don't think we could really afford to release any. Some freebies that went, I'm guessing. Boubacar Kamara, he's gone to Bayern Munich. He just refused to sign a new contract. So really, really upset to see him go. Absolutely pivotal last season for us. 7.13. What a start we have made. Friendlies, we didn't concede a goal at all. A 10-0 thrashing, you can see there in the friendlies. I mean, we had the 4s, 5s. Then we start the season with a 1-1 draw against PSG. We did go behind there, but Milic, of course, he scores. Milic scores 4 goals out of the 5. The following game in the 4-1, Milic again, this time he scores a hat-trick with underscoring the other goals as well. If it's Under and Milic, I mean, we're going to win games. Lorient, we win 3-0. There was no Milic in this game. I'm assuming he was... No, he did play. Maybe he might have had an off day. And Bordeaux, we thrash 4-1, but Milic comes back and it's 3. I mean, I realise I'm saying Milic. It is Milik, isn't it? So I do apologise, but it is Milik. I've got to remember that. Champions League, I forgot to mention at the end of last season, we did make it into Champions League. Finished 3rd with Champions League. So we pick out Inter, Benfica and Maccabi Haifa. Europa League minimum, I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm hoping we're going to progress. 3rd in the table, 4 wins, 1 draw, 17 goals for, 3 against. What a start so far. Predicted 3rd, 25-1. We've beaten Lyon to that 4th spot. I think it was Lyon last season. But yeah, I think hopefully we're just going to improve. I'm just hoping they're going to give us some more money for next season, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Right, we'll come back after we've simulated season 2. Right, we've finished 3rd once again. Only just though on goal difference, and it's slightly better goal difference from last season as well. So we win 22 games, 11 draws, 5 losses, only 5 though. So 2 less than last season. 70 goals scored, so that's more. 31 conceded. Looking back, it's less than last season. And a goal difference of 39 with 77 points. That's a pretty good improvement from last season, but we're still shy of the top 2. We're going to have a look at see what Monaco are at least doing anyway. But if we have a look at some of the stats and the individuals then. So goals, Milik scores 29, joint top goal scorer in the league together with Ben Yedder. Under gets most assists and chances created, which is phenomenal. And cross completions as a Rongier, 51%. That's pretty decent. As a team, though, chances created, we finished 3rd, 144. Monaco top PSG by a considerable margin. And that is about it. Let's have a look competition-wise. How well did we finish? So we get knocked out of... the Champions League. We finished 3rd, 1 win. Oh dear Lord! Wow, that's awful. That is awful. It just goes to show how far away they are from a Champions League. Inter we lose to 3-1 and 2-0. Benfica 3-1 and 2-1, and we lose to Maccabi Haifa 2-1. We didn't concede that many goals though. We a goal difference of -6. We scored 6. So does that mean we conceded 12 then, doesn't it? Oh dear. That's bad. We get knocked out in the semi-finals to PSG, who eventually won the French Cup. That's not bad. That's quite far. And the Europa League, we get to the final and we lose to Tottenham 1-0. So close of getting some silverware there. Hopefully we might have a little bit more money this time round. Let's have a look at some of the results then going in. So we had a good start, of course, the Champions League, but in the league, we stay unbeaten for some time, so there's quite some big scores going there. Toulouse 5-0 there. Some more scores going through. I mean, Gimgam. I mean, some games that we drew, a few games at home, you would expect us to win at that point. We're still unbeaten in the league going into October. Again, Angers, Saint Etienne. Again, teams that we should be beating, I think. We still lose a couple of friendlies there. So we're going into January unbeaten in the league. And we take our first loss against Monaco 4-1. Going on another beaten run. We lose to Bordeaux 2-1 at home. It's a bit weird. And then we go on another run, including in the French Cup and the Europa League. We beat Red Star. I think it was just a 1 knockout round, 3-0. The second round we played Hertha Berlin. We win that 2-0. Still going strong. We're losing the semi-final to PSG. So again, we pick up an unbeaten run in the league. And then in May, where it just seems to be 1, 2, 3 league losses in May, where we've only lost 2 up to then. But that's not surprising when you think how many games we've got, and they're playing every few days. That's just ridiculous, really is. We don't score many goals. We have conceded a fair bit. We lost to PSG in the final game 4-0. Wow, we don't seem to do well away from home, do we? Tottenham the 1-0. Strasbourg 1-0 away. Wow, we should have won that one. And Nice 3-1 at home. It's a tough call. It's been a long season, but they beat Sevilla in the semi-finals 2-0 and 1-0. But they lose to Tottenham. That's unfortunate, really is. So 35 goals for Milik. Underscores 21 and assists 22. Wow. He's there to 2027. That's fine. Milik, we need to tie down very quickly. He's going to demand over 100 grand a week, isn't he? That is some going, that is. 2 goals for Nemanja Radonjic. 10 for Bakambu as well. The 32-year-old now. We've got a couple of aging players now, which we are going to have to look to replace. Guijo got 8 goals. So he must have played a lot of games. 46, in fact, at the back. That's quite impressive. With 2 assists as well. Jurgensen, 4 goals. Guendouzi, 3. Let's have a look at some of the assists then. Under with 22. That is just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, if we take a closer look at Under, I mean, he's only 25 years old. We may have to tie him down just a little bit longer, possibly. But if we have a look on last season, considerably better than last season. He got 11 and 20 in total, 21 and 22 this time round. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm intrigued about our goalkeeper, actually, to be fair. 10 assists for Guendouzi, Gerson, Lirola, Randic, Milik. I mean, a lot of assists going through the whole team, which is quite decent. Lopez, a goalkeeper then. Every game, I'm guessing. 31. He conceded less, but played the game more. 17 clean sheets. That's a lot better than last season. He got 17 in 48 last season. 25 clean sheets in 55 this time around. And he conceded 49. And he conceded 45. But we did play a lot better. So the back 4 seemed to be a little bit stronger, helping him out. So I'm really pleased with that. So let's have a look at some of the finances. We're going to have £11 million to spend, boys and girls. That's going to be that's a lot better than what we have been getting. And we're going to have a little bit of wage wiggle room as well. Okay, hopefully another delve into the Champions League this season. So let's go and spend this money and let's see who we've brought in. With the help of Vavro, we should be able to consolidate our back 4. Look at them stats. I hadn't really noticed before, but what I like, and what everybody does know that I like, they've got to have pace and acceleration. They've got to be able to jump. They've got to be able to head. And he's 6'2" as well. 27 years old. Yes, it probably goes against the philosophy of bringing in young players. But we need experience at the back. And that's what we have brought in. £7 million. I think he's from Lazio. Lazio don't make that much money on him. He's had a fair few good seasons, I guess. Not quite hitting 7 there. 32 games for Lazio last season, 1 assist. Moving along, we bring in another midfielder. We did let go of a few midfielders, so this one is perfect. Another young player, 21-year-old American. Whether or not he'll get some game time, I just don't know. I just think he's well suited. For 21 years old, he's one for the future. He's going to be with us for at least another 5 years as well. So he played for Venezia in Italy. Had a really good season last season, actually, and he's already played a game for us already. But 5 assists, 2 goals for them last season. That's pretty decent. And to be fair, we tried to bring in like 24, 5 and 6-year-olds. The club were not having it. They blocked a lot of transfers we wanted in. They're very adamant of 23 and under. 7 3/4, rising up to £10.5 million. I think he's worth it. And he's going to hopefully improve. I mean, potential looks pretty promising. And one more is going to go out on the left-hand side or attacking midfield if we choose to do so. Midfield or anywhere along the attacking front, apart from forward line because he doesn't like that apparently. But we're bringing Yari. I can't pronounce the second name. I'm not even going to try, unless that's one word. If it is, I do apologise. But He's reasonably quick. Again, 22 years old, so he's got a future here as well. He was by far the most expensive, really. £16 million. He's had a pretty good few seasons in Anderlecht. I mean, granted, Anderlecht are a pretty good team in Belgium anyway. However, if you're in a good team, you can't hide away. If you're rubbish, they're going to point you out. And he's been ever present, really, to be fair. Last season, to get much... he's already had a couple of games this season already for Anderlecht. 2 assists already to his name, and you can see with us, he's scored 2 goals with us already. So I'm very, very excited to bring him in. That concludes our signings for this season. £30.5 million spent, which isn't too bad considering we only had £11 million to start off with. I mean, that is due to add-ons and what have you anyway. But we do say goodbye to a few players. 3.8 million brought in. We say goodbye to Bamba Dieng. A forward, we didn't really use him, so it's not fair to keep him here. Strootman as well, aging on a little bit. We let him go to 80k for 425. We wanted to release some money and some wages. That was the idea this season, really. Alvaro, he's gone for 350,000. Not a lot of money, these guys. Elmaz, we brought him in last season. We loaned him out, and Everton got him for 1.7, rising up to 2.4. I mean, it's just crazy. Payet has gone for £56,000. He couldn't go last season. He wanted to go this season, so 56. And what a waste. But he is around about 36 years old though. Again, wages we had to release. Papa Gay as well, 600,000 to Norwich. Didn't really want to let him go, but he's adamant he was leaving. And then a couple of more youngsters going out on loan. But that does bring that to a close. How are we doing this season? To be fair, we're not doing too bad. We've won all our games apart from one. It was at Asqui... I can never say this guy's name. Azpilicueta. A testimonial. We lost 2-1 to Chelsea in that game. But other than that, we've been quite solid. Wins all across the board. We start off our campaign against Monaco with a 1-0 away win. Havre, we win 4-1. Rennes 1-0. And Nice 4-1. So that leaves us in second position, 4 out of 4. We've already opened up a 5-point gap, over third place. We're level on points with PSG. Same goal difference. They've scored 1 goal more. The Champions League, we've drawn Tottenham, who beat us last season in the Europa League final. Roma and Wolfsburg. I'm hoping we can get through to the next round, but if it means going into Europa and getting to the final and winning it, I don't care. Reach the semi-final in the French Cup is what we're after. And if we just have a quick look at where we are predicted to finish. Third, once again, 20-1. Monaco ahead of us. We beat Monaco, so that's fine. But we have got Monaco ahead of us again. We're going to simulate it from here. Season 3 coming right up. We'll be back straight after. Season 3 ends then, and once more we find ourselves in third position. But look what's cracked off. It's a very bizarre season, this one. 34 games played, 18 wins, 6 draws, 10 losses. It just doesn't seem right at all. The Champions League, that's been found out. We must have got knocked out at some point, not sure when though, it's not showing us. But we do win the French Cup though, so all well and good. We've managed to win a trophy, so I'm happy with that. Third place, and we're in the Champions League once again, and we pick up the French Cup. That's a good start. That's a good start. Let's have a look at some of the scorings then. So we start off quite well. We lose our first league game against Lyon, who finished above us, so that wasn't great news. But we beat PSG 2-1 though. Champions League, let's have a quick look at the group stage. We finished bottom of the group. Wow, I didn't expect that. Tottenham finished second from bottom. Wow, Wolfsburg win the group. Roma with 5 draws. We beat Wolfsburg 3-0, who won the group, and we lost to Wolfsburg and Tottenham. That's not a great... I mean, it's only 4 points in it, but that probably explains why we didn't progress any further in Europe then. So that's not great at all. That's not impressive. I'm not happy about that at all. So let's go on with the league then. So we lose to Lyon in our first game. Couple of more games being played there. And then we have a little bit of a stutter here in November, December. What on earth? 2 wins. 1 in the Cup, 1 in the League. But we lose to Lille 1-0. We lose to Bordeaux. We lose to Nantes and Strasbourg. That's not great. February, not a lot of goals in there at all. Just a PSG lost 2-0, but we beat Lyon. Have we beaten Lyon twice now? And they finished above us. Is that right? Oh, we lost to them. Okay. But we start off on mini revival. We do beat Nimes on penalties there. French Cup semi-final against Lille. 3-0. Again, in between some more losses. Troyes and Nimes. That's not great. We pick it up a little bit, run an unbeaten run, and then lose our final 2 games against Monaco and Saint Etienne. I mean, that could have given us second spot. But we do beat Monaco in the French Cup final 2-1 after extra time. With Vavro getting the winner. Nice. Okay, that's pretty decent. At least we come away with a trophy. Let's have a quick look at the squad. How well did they perform? It doesn't look like they played pretty well. Milik, 21 goals. I'd love to know what happened this season. I just don't know. I don't understand what has happened. But 21 goals, 9 assists. Under 15 goals, 12 assists. So he's been lacking as well. Goals, not much more throughout the whole team, but our new signing Yari, he did well. 8 goals, 5 assists. That's pretty decent in midfield. Guijo got 8 goals again from the defence. Hopefully that's coming up for corners. Vavro as well, 4 goals. I mean, everybody doing their part. Assists, Gerson, Under, Milik, Guendouzi as well. I mean, we have got some really, really good players in here. Finances for next season. Right, okay. They're going to be giving us £16 million. I don't understand why they are not giving us any more money. £70 million in the pot. Can we make a board request for more increased transfer budget? And obviously increase wages as well. I mean, that we have got a little bit more wages. I think we moved some to get some other players in, but that's not great though. I'm not going to lie, I'm not happy about the season. We should be relatively happy that we won a trophy, so that's good. 3 seasons in, we win the French Cup, so I can't be too angry. But we could have easily got second spot, easily. Wow. Okay, PSG run away with it. Just out of interest, I just want to have a look. I'm just a little bit. Did we really have that many games? Okay, so it seems like the season's not finished. We played 34 games, 20 teams in, reduced to 18. That's where the problem lies. Okay, we found out what the problem is. Why did it get reduced to 18 teams this season? If anybody knows down in the comments why that's happened. I mean, 4 teams got relegated last season. I didn't even notice that. We've got £60 million spent. Let's go spend it and let's see what we've done. Right, if we concentrate on the outs, we do say goodbye to a few good players actually. One in particular, Matteo Guendouzi. He hasn't been here that long, I'm not going to lie, and I was very, very annoyed. I was very tempted to have him for another season before he left on a free. He was adamant he wanted to go, he wanted a bigger club, and he wanted success. I can't blame him, but he'd only just been signed on a permanent deal, so I'm very, very annoyed to let him go. But he goes to Juventus for £30 million. Caligari as well, 4.4 million to Leipzig. Enrique, he's gone as well. He wanted more game time. We couldn't offer it him. 2.5 million. Bakambu as well, £1.5 million. I don't think there are any other players that went. I don't think, not from first team. Oh, Tongier, he's gone out on loan. He was the other first teamer, really. But apart from that, I'm really annoyed to see Guendouzi go, considering he's only just joined on a permanent deal. But £38.5 million in. We add that to the money that we had to begin with, another £16 million. And it's nearly £60 million in total to spend. So let's have a look at some of the deals that we have brought in to replace these guys here. And to start off in ascending order, Matteo Mori, a right back. Because we left our right back go, we had to bring in somebody else in. He doesn't look too bad, actually. I think he'll be okay. 24 years old, goes with the philosophy of young players. £36,000 a week. He's going to be here for a few years. Pretty decent. Spanish. He comes from Dortmund, no less. Had a good season a couple of seasons ago. And we're just going to hopefully revive him this season. Didn't play very much last season. Did he go out to loan at all? Not really. But hopefully he'll get a few games in this season. But we'll see. Again, one for the future, I think. Next up is Fabricio or Fabricio Diaz. Uruguayan. I think it's Uruguayan. Yep, I was correct. Hurrah! Very good physicals, mentals. I mean, it's pretty standard. I think really for a defensive midfielder, he can play midfield, but I'm more or less looking at that role here, the DM role. We pick him up from Union Berlin, £10 million flat. We had the money, let's go and spend it. I mean, we had £60 million-ish to spend. Not bad couple of seasons, but I was more in particular this season here, in his first season with Union Berlin. 5 goals, 7 assists. And if that's from a DM role, I'm very, very impressed. Now, we were short on forwards, and we're bringing Sebastiano Esposito. I mean, he's pretty good for a backup to Milik. I mean, Milik's now 30 years old, would you believe? So we do have to bring somebody else in. And 22 years old, I think he's going to be pretty decent for us. Last season, he did play 35 games for Inter. 8 goals, 3 assists. I mean, 13 in total, but it looks pretty decent. We bring him in for 18.5 million in total. It's a lot of money, but again, money well spent. One for the future. Again, if Milik goes down a little bit, then obviously he's going to step up. So hopefully he'll split the game time with Milik, and we'll see who's the better one out of the two. We bring in a right winger or left winger or midfield or a DM. I don't know where he's going to be playing. So hopefully he's going to be playing out in this position here on the left wing. But we'll see what happens. Again, pretty nicely rounded player. He can dribble as well, so I'm hoping he's going to use that certain skill. Great first touch as well. Passing's pretty good. I'm a bit disappointed with the crossing if he's a winger, but we'll see what happens. But his physicals aren't too bad, actually, at all. £16 million, rising up to about 17 from Burnley, I think it was. Burnley make a nice, tidy profit on him. Very good last few seasons, so I was very, very impressed with that. So hopefully, at a young age as well, he's going to develop as to 23 years old as well. Again, fits the philosophy. And then our big major signing, because Guendouzi's gone, we bring in Philip Jurgensen. And I'm sure we've used him in another rebuild before. I can't quite remember. But again, the scouts found him. And he fits the bill quite well. A DLP or a central midfielder or, you know what, I can play all them positions in that role there. He can play DM as well. Actually, that's quite interesting. Maybe we ought to have somebody there, him there instead. Maybe, I don't know. But 22 years old, is going to be here for 5 years. In fact, at 79 grand a week, that's pretty cheap. And to find them and to get him this late on in the rebuild with this season, next season to go, I'm quite excited to see what he's going to do. But we do spend a fair bit, £25 million. I think £25 million flat. I think that's what we paid out, I'm thinking. But Dortmund make a nice tidy profit. But again, another player from Dortmund. Not bad couple of seasons, but already you can see a goal and assist, 7.3, looks pretty decent as well. So that covers our transfers for this season. Then £69 million spent in total, £38.5 million brought in or sold. I'm still disappointed by Guendouzi. I think he hasn't shown any loyalty whatsoever. But what can you do when they want to progress? Let's have a look at the schedule then, see where we are at. Now in the Champions League, we actually went into the qualifiers, which was quite surprising, actually, to be honest. But our friendlies went okay. We had a good 5-2 win there. 2 4-0s, especially a 4-0 against Porto. That was quite amazing. PSG, we played in the like the Charity Shield, the Trophy of the Champions. We lose 5-4. I'm quite disappointed how we lost that. Underscores a hat-trick. I don't think we had Milik. I think he was injured. I'm not quite... Oh, yeah, he injured himself in that game. I think he was out for 4 to 5 weeks after that. So, yeah, it's quite harsh. But Haaland for PSG, 2 goals. Neymar, Gundogan and Messi. I mean, what can you do when these guys score? But we do make a late rally towards the end, though. I think we were 5-1 down and we'll make a late rally. It was nearly 5-0, actually, to be honest. 4-0, 4-1, 5-1, and then 5-4. A late rally. But a 15-minute hat-trick from Under, so that's quite impressive. But then we start our climb for the Champions League. Hajduk Split, we disposed off 4-0 on aggregate. We beat Dynamo Kiev as well, 6-3 on aggregate after a 3-3 away draw. And then we start the league with a 3-1 win over Lorient, 1-1 with Guingamp, 1-0 against Saint Etienne, and a 2-1 win over Lille. Not that impressive, but hopefully it's going to improve somewhat. Competition-wise, we have drawn the group of death, I feel. Man City, Real Madrid, and Dinamo. Oh my word. To be honest, if we get into Europa League, I'll be impressed at this, but we shall see. French Cup, semi-finals standard. We are sitting second there. I did forget to mention that. 7 goals, 3 assists. I mean, we do quite well. I mean, we are one of the top 3 teams in this division. So we are improving all the time. But the season preview then, third, 16-1. So that's not too bad. Under is now in the Dream 11. That's impressive. I quite like that. Okay, let's simulate this season and let's see how we get on. Right then, the first time in this save, we have managed to finish in second spot. There's going to be none of this qualifying for Europe through the qualifying paths at all. PSG just look like they're a team that are just not going to give way at all anytime soon. So 19 wins, 8 draws, 7 losses, 64 goals. I think that's the second best in the league. 39 conceded. 25 goal difference, 65 points. 20 points behind PSG though. So when I say we're getting closer, 20 points. I mean, I guess it's getting closer if anybody manages to have a look back. Again, 18 teams in the league. I still can't believe it's changed from 20 to 18. I didn't even notice that last season. So that's going to hamper us a little bit. But even so, Monaco finished behind us. They just beat Lille to the third spot. So individually then, average rating, Under is second best in the league behind Erling Haaland. Under is the main man, I think. It's top assists, top chances created, and also dribbles per 90. We have got the third best defensive record in the league as well. But I'll be intrigued to see what sort of formation PSG do, but we shall see. Let's have a look competition-wise. We do finish third in the Champions League, so we qualify for Europa League and get knocked out by Leicester in the first round. So that hasn't gone down well, and it was eventually won by Arsenal. The French Cup, we were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Stade Bretois, won by PSG. They've won the domestic double once again, which is rather annoying. Unfortunately, we come away with no silverware this season, but a very good second spot. I'm sure we get a trophy for second spot, do we? Can we? Please? Right, let's have a look at some of the results then that have gone this season. We haven't been too bad. We lost a couple of games straight off the bat in September. FCSM, we lose 2-1, 2-0 to Real Madrid. Then we pick up an unbeaten run in the league. Dinamo, we win 1-0. We lose 5-1 to Man City. I mean, it was a group of death though, to be fair. PSG, we lose 2-1 away from home. And then we pick up a very good couple of months here. Man City, we lose 2-0. 3-0 against Dinamo. Yeah, we've not had a real... Oh, we did beat Real Madrid, though, 1-0. So that's kind of nice. 5-2 against Saint Etienne, who we saw finish in the Europa League spot. A lot of losses. Monaco, PSG at home, 3-2 there. So not getting as close as I thought. Rennes, Lyon. Again, some of the main teams that we need to be beating. We kind of stalling a little bit. The goals are not forthcoming. This is an issue. Goals wise, Milik 22, Under 15, Guijo 12 with Nemanja 11 as well. And Esposito came on off the bench a couple of times and he scored 10 goals. That is decent. We've had 5 players in double figures. That's brilliant. Let's have a look at assists then. 28 for Under though. 15 goals, 28 assists. I mean, that is just phenomenal, isn't it? What's that? 43 goals he's been involved in 49 games. That is amazing. 8 assists for Jurgensen, Larola 7, Yari 6. So some of our new signings are getting involved as well. Goalkeeper Lopez, let's just have a quick look at see how well he has improved. I mean, he's 30 years old now, still a decent goalkeeper. Do we need to go out and get another goalkeeper possibly? 39 goals conceded this time round, 66 in 51. It's a lot of goals conceded. Mainly a lot in Europe, 17 in 12 in Europe. That's pretty bad. Even in the Cup, 10 and 5. Finances for this season, then. We're going to have a staggering £48 million to spend to improve this side. Maybe we get rid of a few people as well and bring in some newbies. So let's have a look at the transfers and see where we've improved. Let's talk about the players that have left the club first. 7.25 million recouped. So a couple of youngsters going out. Kolasinac has gone to PSV for 1.4 million. Marvi to Blackburn for 2.3. We've also let Deju Keleta to Leganes for 3.5 and the rest out on loan. Some of the players are aging a little bit now, getting into the 30s. We do have to start thinking about replacing them with a lot younger players. So there is a future at Marseille. So let's go with a couple of players that we have brought in. Hopefully they will do a job for us. So let's get into the first signing. Fabricio Smolcic. I think I've butchered it altogether. Croatian, I think he is. And centre-back, a left-back as well. I'm just very intrigued to see what he's going to be like on the left-hand side. With Kolasinac going as well and also getting a lot of game time, we're going to start off with him on that left-hand side. Hopefully it'll be okay. I mean, fitness and everything else looks really, really good. I'm thinking maybe in defence he can jump and head the ball at the same time. But I think I should do a good job down this left-hand side. Spend a bit of money on him, 26 million. Again, we're looking for some younger blood into the team. 25 years old. I think he's one of the oldest players we have brought in, though. We bring in another 25-year-old. He's going to be playing on the left or right. A backup for under as well. If he can play on the left-hand side, that's even better. Hopefully, he'll find that position quite to his liking. Very, very quick. He can dribble as well, cross. And he's got a little bit of flair as well, so that's going to be quite nice. Over the past couple of seasons at Galatasaray, he's done remarkably well. 10 goals, 8 assists last season, 7.42, phenomenal. Already he's got a goal and an assist for us already. 15.5 million flat. Again, we had some money. Let's not pile the debt on, shall we? And just pay these players off. But yeah, another good signing I feel as well. £60,000 a week, and we should be able to get money back off him if we so need. Finally, one more signing, mainly to be back up on the right hand side, central defender and a DM if at all needed. Devine Wrench, £20 million from Wolfsburg. Not bad season last couple of seasons. I mean, not quite hitting the sevens. He did have a good one game for Ajax though, 7.2, and then I think it's their second team, 7.04 before he's come to us. 22 years old. I'm quite liking him. Again, he's going to be with us for a couple of seasons as well, so that's going to be quite nice at the back. We really strengthened our back, really, to be fair. Our front line is just wonderful. And plus we didn't have enough money to strengthen everywhere, so we couldn't do everything in one go. I mean, maybe next season will be one for improving the forward line. I don't know. That brings our signings to £62 million. We didn't have an awful lot. Like I said, we had about 48 million, which was quite a lot. With some players coming in, with some players leaving as well, made a little bit of wiggle room for the wages and what have you. So we used that. So yeah, not too bad to bring in some players. It's not going to upset the apple cart too much in the team, of which we are going to be playing Lopez still in goal. We were thinking about changing goalkeepers, but there wasn't really much out there. Favre and Guige at the back. We've left the two wing backs to sort it out between themselves. Jurgensen and Gerson had a good season last season, so I'm going to leave them as they are. Under is just absolutely phenomenal, so we'll leave him where he is. I was thinking of putting Milic in there, but now Milic, he is 31 years old. I hadn't realised, but he still looks phenomenal. Up to £30 million we can get for him as well. I mean, it's pretty damn good. And with the rise of Esposito as well from last season, I think we should be okay. I mean, if he's not going to be playing, Esposito is going to be playing instead. The left-hand side is going to be free. Under, like I say, is playing on the right side. So not really much change. I am tempted to go more attacking-wise, but we'll leave it as it is. I don't think we need to do something. In fact, I think this season we'll go attacking. We've not really got much to lose. We've got to try and get ahead of PSG somehow, but I'm not sure how we're going to do it. Results so far, you can see straight away we've had a couple of losses at the beginning of the season. We played PSG twice. Because PSG won the domestic double last season, we finished second. We do take our place in the Trophy des Champions. And Milic, as you can see, has scored in every single game so far. So I'm quite chuffed with that. He did have an injury in pre-season, but he's come back strong though, hasn't he? So Lille, we beat 2-1, Brest 3-0, and Guingamp 4-0. We're lying fourth in the table so far. 3 wins, that 1 loss against PSG. Goal difference of 7, which is pretty good. But PSG and Lens seem to be running away with it at the minute. And looks like we're going to be playing catch-up against Monaco as well. Champions League, we've drawn Milan, Ajax and Sion. If we can get to Europa League, great. We would like a European trophy if you please. The French Cup again reached the semi-finals, and as you can see, the runners up in that trophy won again. So we are being involved in a lot more. Just hopefully going attacking, it might help us this time round. If we have a look where we're positioned this season, third 20-1, which is quite nice. So now we're going to simulate our final season. Fingers crossed we can either get second spot or win a European trophy or the French Cup. Or we might even win the league, who knows. So we'll see you guys after season 5. There doesn't seem to be any season 5 miracle this time round. We do finish third with drop off for space. Monaco takes second spot. PSG, as you would expect, top. And we only just failed to beat Monaco by 6 points in the end. That's not too bad. 18 wins, 9 draws, 7 losses, 66 goals, 38 conceded. 28 goal difference with 63 points. It's not too bad. But again, Milik this time round gets a second top goal scorer in the league with 27, 10 behind Haaland. Assist wise, Under gets joint top with Haaland with 11. Chances created, Under again, 25, second spot this time. And interceptions made, our defender, 136, Samuel Guijo. Let's have a look at competitions wise, what happened then. So, like I said, we finished third. We get knocked out by Borussia Dortmund in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Man City go on to win it. So at least we get out the group stages. So that's nice to see. We get knocked out in the 10th round by PSG, which was eventually won by Monaco. So PSG do not win the domestic double. Schedule-wise, let's just have a look at the Champions League group. So how did we finish? We did finish second, actually. We lost 2 games. We lost to Milan twice. But we beat everybody else, though. Ajax 2-1 twice. And Sion 3-1 and 4-1. Okay, that's pretty decent. We come out of the group at second spot, so I'm really, really happy with that. So if we start off from the top then, so apart from them losses at the beginning of the season, we do go through September unbeaten. Monaco will win 3-2. Ironically, they do beat us to second spot, so that's annoying. November this time round, not so great with the 2 losses, 2 draws. No wins in the league there at all. But we do make up for it in December-wise. So no big scores though. January sees us pit up against PSG once again, who hammer us. This time in the French Cup. We lose to Lille and Brest in the league. And we don't pick up a win for quite some time. 2 draws. Montpellier, we do lose 5-2 to Dortmund in the first leg and 3-0 in the second leg. So 8-2 on aggregate. Wow. With draws in the league. Monaco 0-0 there. Couple of more wins, and then towards the end of the season, which we pick up and probably helped us get to third spot in the end, beating PSG 3-0 with a Milik hat-trick. Squad-wise then for the final time, let's have a look. Goals-wise, 36 goals from Milik from 36 games. Wow, 7 assists. Under 17 and 13. He's just absolutely prolific, isn't he? Assist-wise and goal-wise even. Akagun as well. Did he play? He must have played on the left-hand side possibly. 39 games, 9 goals, 3 assists. So hopefully he'll grow into that. 7 goals there for Vavro. 6 for Esposito in as many games. Assist-wise, what happened then? 13 for Jurgensen. Under Wrench as well. He gets a couple of assists as well with a goal. Milic, Gerson. Okay, it's not too bad. Our players are starting to look a little bit older though, so we would have to change a lot of players going into the next few seasons. But that's not too bad at all from this side. Managed to stay in the top 3. The challenge to you then, apart from the French Cup, can you get Marseille some European glory? or even better, the League, or whichever way around you want to look at it. PSG just seem to be a force to be reckoned with. We just cannot get past them at all. And with the division down to 18 teams, it makes it even harder. We're going to leave it there. I challenge you and have a go at this. Let me know down in the comments how you get on. And until the next rebuild, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Until the next one, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.